This is what happens in Japan when there's an earthquake and a tsunami.
Hi guys, Give Me a Break Man here. I'm going to try something I've never done before. I'm going to show you a short news clip that I took off Japanese television with my handheld camera, my Kodak ZI-8 this morning. And I'm in between classes right now at school, so it's going to be quick, one take. I hope I do okay. But I'm just going to show it to you and talk over the Japanese. It's in Japanese. If you speak Japanese and you don't need this, well, then you should have seen it on TV. But anyway, this is so you can see a little bit firsthand of what's happening. It's an interview of an evacuation area, a facility where by a woman named Ritsuko Imamura, or Imamura Ritsuko, you say in Japanese, remember you say the names backwards here. And she's in a facility with 500 people. In the beginning I say 3 days, but actually it's 6 days. The word for 3 and 6 are actually very similar, and I just misheard. But I'm going to put myself in the corner of the video, and you will see me as I talk over the Japanese and explain to you what they're talking about. I don't think you're getting this kind of report in the States, so it's kind of interesting. Anyway, here we go. Okay.
They're talking to someone who's at the nuclear plant or near there at a Hinansho. It's where people evacuated to.
Okay, there are 500 people there now.
There are 500 people.
Okay.
There.
How long have you been there? The person who's been there the longest is 6 days. That's a mistake.
They've been there for 3 days now.
Everyone must be tired. Yes, we're all tired.
They're all pretty tired.
Basically, they're all tired. What have you been told to do? Stay inside.
You can see they're all watching TV.
Oh, so what do you think about the expansion of the affected areas? Well, I've lived here for a long time, but I guess I won't be able to live here anymore, and I'm very disappointed. What are you doing to deal with the situation outside? The newscaster asked her. They've turned off all the air conditioners and closed off all the vents to try to keep the air from the outside in, and they closed all the doors. They're doing the best to keep the air outside. They've limited all exits and entrances to one door, and they're doing their best not to go outside. But they really don't know whether this is the best thing to do. It's not completely safe. It's not a perfect solution. What's the biggest problem you have? What's the biggest problem you have? We have all the gas stations are closed, and there's 500 people saying we want to. They want to stockpile food, but all the stores, all the supermarkets are closed. They give 1 rice ball per person per meal. This is a rice ball, and it's pretty tough. How many? You get 1 per day? No, 1 per meal. So they're getting 1 rice ball per meal. They're running out of water, so they're drinking water from the faucets. And although this may be dangerous, they have no choice. It seems that you need as much aid as the victims who were in the earthquake. See, these people evacuated, right? Is anyone sick there? There are people there with medical conditions already. There are people that came here with medical conditions. And they're running low on medicine for blood pressure, insulin, and heart disease medicine. And they need medicine, they need supplies. I hope everyone, best wishes to you, and thank you very much. Okay, so that was pretty much it. That was an interview, of course, by, as I said before, Ritsuko Imamura. She seems to be one of the women who lived in that area and now has been evacuated. But they're right near where all the radiation is leaking out. Now, for those of you who are interested in more, well, let me wrap this up. So they talked about rice balls, and this is a rice ball. So they're getting 1 rice ball per meal. I think I could eat probably, I don't know, 5 of these before I'm full. Just to give you an idea. They're not, I don't know if you can tell how big that is. You know, it's about as, there's my hand, right? Okay. That's about as big. Just a little rice and there's a little meat inside. The different flavors of meat inside. It's like a rice sandwich kind of, I guess. I don't know. Anyway, I'm sure you have them in the States. It's not like, unless you're in the middle of the country and you've never seen a rice ball before. Okay, other things I want to talk about real quick. Little notes. I'm in Nagoya. I'm 500 miles away from all this, right? As I've told you before. And even in this area, there are parts of Nagoya are sold out of batteries and water bottles and even rice balls. And check out this picture. Look at this. It's just the shelves are empty. Even here, of course, there's not sold out, but we're really running low on cup ramen soup. So, you know, little styrofoam noodles. You know, pour hot water in. What do you call those in English? Are those cup ramen too? Cup noodles? Cup of noodle? I don't know what you call them in English anymore. Instant ramen, instant noodles. Okay. Then and rice. Bags of rice are selling out. As for crime, a lot of people have mentioned that in the States, people riot and loot in situations like this. In Japan, not so much, but there has been crime in the convenience stores. There's already been a little of that. And Kat McDowell, who's she's a half New Zealand, half Japanese vlogger, singer, wonderful singer by the way. She typed on her Facebook, I believe, that people are apparently knocking on doors and pretending to be gas and electricity experts, and then coming in and I don't know the details, but the implication is that they're robbing the places. But it's not as bad, you know, it's not that bad. It's not such a big problem right now. There's also a chain mail going around asking people to send money to a certain place that my students have told me they've gotten lots of those, but they're ignoring them because they don't trust them. So I gave them a couple links, which I've also will put in this video. You can go to the links below and donate safely. There's a few links. Click around, you'll find quite a few links. I talked to David, excuse me, Ken Tanaka, his alter ego, and he tells me about a place, an organization that's also going to be in the links below me. If you want to come to Japan and you can translate and help with the translation, they need people to do things like that. A woman from Massachusetts, 18-year-old young lady named Ashley, emailed me and wants to send clothes to Japan. They don't need clothes, and actually sending things to Japan is kind of a burden because if you encourage people to do that, this sounds terrible, but a lot of people are going to send crap that nobody needs, and it's actually more work for the rescue workers because they've got to open up the boxes and sort them and see what's good and see what's bad, because you can't just be sending boxes of stuff of who knows what to the area. So they don't, it's one man's. Anyway, don't do it. Sorry, I mean it's appreciated, but the best thing you can do is donate money. I just talked to Japundant and he sent me this video clip.
Here's the line to get gas. There's a gas station guy coming along the line talking to everybody. I hope he's not going to be telling us that we don't have any gas left. Looking bad. I hope I can get to Tokyo. Trying to get out of here. As I said, the guy is coming up car by car, and as he does, a lot of people are leaving. I guess that's it. I wouldn't be surprised if we're not going to get any gas here today. なくなった。
スタンドのものなんですけどなくなっちゃったんで。
東京の方はどう？
わかんないです。状況が全然つかめてない。
この辺は全然わかんない。
ローリーも来てない状態なん
でしょ？どこでももう品物売り切れと書いてあるから。はい、ありがとう。はい、ご苦労さん。Well, that was it. You heard what he said, which was there's no more gas. They ran out, and they don't have a tanker coming in to give them a refill. So that's that. We're done, and try to get into Tokyo with what we've got, but we'll see what happens.
So as you can see, they're running out of gas, and that's what the lady and the woman said as well. He also told me Japan also told me there are he saw tons of convoys of emergency vehicles, and he was driving away from the affected area to Tokyo at the time, so he couldn't, he was driving, he couldn't take a video. So he didn't get any video of it. But apparently, he said 40 40 police cars and 40 fire trucks at a time, and they're just big groups of everyone with their sirens on. It must have been quite a sight. I hope somebody took a video of that. I also like to answer some of your questions by not deflecting them, but pointing you to Hiko Simon's blog. For those of you who are interested in lots of things. He's got updates, he's got information about what to do if you're in Tokyo. The link I have in the bottom, also the one from Google, also has links about emergency places to donate, and also where you can get information about subways and things like that. Something else is very interesting. Planned blackouts. I guess it's not super fascinating, but they are planning blackouts all over. They're already doing it. In fact, one of my students, I teach one class, a couple classes by Skype actually, and one of my students in Kanagawa canceled this morning because she had no electricity. So she called up and she said, "I can't do Skype. I can't use my computer." And so we had to reschedule. So anyway, another thing that is very interesting on Hiko Simon's blog is he will tell you about, where the heck is it now? Yeah, the nuclear power plants. A lot of people have questions about that. So just go over there and check that out. You'll get your questions answered. He's pretty much on the ball right now. I think that's about all I can update you with right now. If you want more information, please. The best thing to do is just keep following people on Twitter. Maggie Sensei, actually, my coworker, Yukari, she's posting a lot of interesting information and useful information on Twitter, and she's helping people communicate with each other with the language barrier, translating a little bit. And I guess that's about it for now. So thanks for watching, everyone, and Japan, stay safe. And again, if you have any extra money, please do donate it to a charity that you feel comfortable with. Thanks for watching, everyone, and I'll talk to you all very soon. Bye-bye.